Once upon a time, in a village called Sundarpur, there lived a farmer named Mohan. Mohan consistently exuded joy and rarely succumbed to sorrow. One fateful day, disaster struck when the entire village was engulfed by a devastating flood. All the farmers became worried and disheartened seeing their ruined crops. However, there was one farmer, Mohan, who remained very happy and carefree. The villagers asked Mohan, "What's the matter? All your crops are ruined, yet you are still so happy and carefree. How are you so unbothered?" Mohan replied, "Why be sad? Leave your worries behind, brothers. Learn to be happy and carefree. Learn to smile." The villagers said, "What's there to be happy about? Our crops are ruined. What will we eat now? How will we make a living? How can we stay carefree in such a situation? Tell us, Mohan, do you never worry about anything? How are you always so happy?" Mohan responded, "Brother, leave your worries behind and learn to be happy." They said, "All right, but there must be a reason to stay happy. We do worry. We have responsibilities to worry about. We are not children who can always remain happy." Even after 15 years, they too are surrounded by worries. Now it's just worry after worry. I worry about my children's education, their careers, their future, their food, and other household needs. How can a person remain happy? Mohan explained, "Being happy is an art, and being carefree is a mindset." The villagers then asked, "Can you teach us this art of always being happy and carefree?" Mohan replied, "Yes, I can tell you an interesting story. Listen carefully. When I was a child, once I was traveling with my father through the jungle to sell our crops in the city. At that time, my father was very troubled because we had no money at home. Selling the crops was our last option. As we traveled through the jungle, it became evening and dark. We couldn't see the way. That day, a storm also hit, and our cart's wheel got stuck in the ground. We were stuck there. My father tried hard to get the wheel out, but couldn't. Finally, we were exhausted and saw no way out. We were hungry, thirsty, and frightened. I told my father I was very scared. My father reassured me, saying, "Don't worry, I am with you. Why are you scared?" But his words didn't help, and I became more afraid due to the jungle's noises. The jungle was very deserted. My father said, "Don't be scared." After trying hard, we decided to spend the night there and try to get the cart out in the morning. But the concern was what we would eat that night since we had finished our food on the way. As we sat thinking, we saw a hut with light coming from it. My father told me to stay there while he went to seek help. My father returned with a saint who looked very divine. Together we managed to get the cart's wheel out. My father thanked the saint, and we continued our journey. The saint also gave us some food. I saw a paper in my father's hand and asked about it, but he didn't tell me. We continued our journey. Many years later, I asked my father about the paper. He told me, "When I'm not in this world, open this paper after I'm gone, and always remember what is written on it." I agreed. A lot of time passed, and the villagers asked Mohan, "But why shouldn't we worry? Our crops are ruined." Mohan asked, "Can you fix the crops?" They replied, "No." Mohan asked, "Can you turn day into night?" They replied, "No." He asked, "Can you stop the wind?" They said, "No." He asked, "Can you make it rain?" They replied, "No, brother, we are not gods." Mohan then said, "When you can't control these things, what will you gain by worrying?" The villagers thought about it and realized he was right. Mohan said, When you can't control anything, why worry? Learn to be carefree and happy, and you will find happiness in your life. The villagers then asked, "But what was written in that paper? Did you open it after your father passed away?" Mohan replied, "Yes, after my father passed away, I felt very lost. I had no work, and I didn't know farming well. I remembered the paper and opened it. What I read left me stunned. It said, 'This time too shall pass.' I didn't understand its meaning, so I went to the saint. The saint explained that this time too shall pass. I asked again, 'What does this mean?' The saint said, 'You are troubled now, but remember, time passes and everything changes. The clouds of trouble will go away. Remember, this time too shall pass. Good or bad, time never stops. You don't need to worry. Focus on yourself and keep working hard. With time, everything changes.' I then realized that worrying unnecessarily only makes things worse. Be patient in every situation. Those who lack patience cannot live peacefully. Patience comes when you remember that time will pass." From that day on, my life changed. I remember those words forever. Now I don't worry. I work hard and try to fix things. But for things beyond my control, I don't worry. That's why I stay carefree and tell others to do the same. Don't overthink or worry too much. Life is passing by, and it will pass. If you enjoy this story, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel for more stories.